with that, I want to introduce our Congressman Luis Gutiérrez.
Thank you so much for the very generous and warm introduction. Look, it took me the longest amount of time to get here. I woke up at 3:30 this morning with a smile on my face. I woke up at 3:30 this morning with a smile on my face because I knew that before the end of the day, I would see a friend. I would see an ally. I would see somebody who has always supported the immigrant community and has been a key figure in its advancement in the Congress of the United States. I would see someone, many of you weren't around that cold day in January of 2009 before President Obama was even sworn in. And we had our first town hall meeting, the first town hall meeting over 3.5 years ago in Harlem. But Charlie was there early, and he was there late, and he was there throughout the proceeding. And I still remember what he said to me that day. I'm going to work until the politicians in Washington, D.C. speak with the same clarity and with the same conviction that all of the religious community that got together that day. He said to me, Luis, that's the problem, it's what we have to work on. Now, some people can say those things and then simply walk away. Charlie Rangel didn't do that. I have other colleagues here, chairman of the Black Caucus and other members of the Black Caucus here. I want to share with you, when we passed the DREAM Act, let me repeat that. When we passed the DREAM Act, 216 to 198 in November of 2010, every member of the Black Caucus voted for the passage of the DREAM Act. And there was one person on the phone to all his colleagues rallying them to do that, and that was Charlie Rangel. And that's a commitment to unity and building coalition, which is going to lead us to even further success. Carolyn Maloney was there, and I'm so happy to see her here this afternoon. But it's really about building coalitions. We went to the Senate, 55 U.S. senators, including 2, even the new one from New York. I didn't know if she was going to be there. Don't want to start a polemic with that. But she was there. 51 U.S. senators, Democrats, and 4 Republicans. So, look, the obstructionists have stopped us. And so I just simply want to take you to last week, last Friday. Do you think last Friday's executive action by the President of the United States somehow came about in a vacuum? That it just woke up one day and said, oh, I'm just going to do this today because it's how I feel. It happened as a direct result of the building of a coalition in the House of Representatives. The President could go back to the country and simply say, I am doing the will of the House of Representatives that has already approved it. I am doing the will of the Senate that has already approved it. And he could have added very simply, because of the leadership of Charlie Rangel on this issue, I am able to politically come before the people and get it done. When you have a friend and an ally, and you know, a lot of us think, well, what does it mean? What it means is over 1 million lives. 1 million lives of young Irish immigrants, 1 million lives of young Polish immigrants, of young Mexican immigrants, of young Dominican immigrants, of young Haitian and African immigrants. 1 million in 60 days are going to go down across this country and say, I'm here undocumented. Let me come out of the shadows. Give me the light of day. Give me some freedom and give me some hope and give me my work permit. And I want to make absolutely clear that they can say thank you to a broad coalition, but they can also give a word of thanks to Charlie Rangel, a congressman from New York City, who was there every step of the way. And let me tell you, it's tough in Washington, D.C. And I remember when a lot of people told me, Luis, maybe you're going too far. Maybe you should just simmer down. Maybe we should do some backroom negotiating and see what we could do. And then there were those who said, and put their arms around me, and I remember, and said, steadfast, Luis. It's choppy and difficult waters, but steadfast. We want to get those papers, first for the kids, and tomorrow, I want Charlie to come back, because we have to get the papers for their moms and their dads. We have to get the papers for their cousins. We have to get for their grandparents. There's still a lot of work to be done in the Congress of the United States. Now you'll probably say, why are you focusing on one issue? He has so many. Because I think that it is the one thing that has bonded us in the Congress of the United States. Ahora quisiera decirle a todos ustedes que están aquí esta tarde. Gracias. Mire, yo no vengo ante estas cámaras como un hijo de padres puertorriqueños. Yo no vengo ante estas cámaras simplemente como otro que llegó aquí buscando un mejor porvenir, que eso fue lo que hicieron mis padres. Pero vengo aquí como un portavoz de los inmigrantes a través de esta nación, para decir aquí en Nueva York, que en Los Ángeles, que en Chicago, en Miami, que a través de este país, nosotros tenemos una deuda de agradecimiento al liderazgo de Charlie Rangel y su compromiso con nuestra comunidad más vulnerable. Los jóvenes, que en 2 meses, y ustedes de los medios de comunicación los verán, cientos de miles de ellos acudiendo a oficinas federales, no para que se los lleven esposados, no para que se los separen de su familia, sino para que por fin puede vivir con libertad y dignidad. Y nosotros estamos agradecidos a Charlie Rangel por haber permitido que eso suceda. En la política, nuestra comunidad tiene que saber quiénes son nuestros amigos, quiénes son nuestros aliados. Y si son amigos aliados, entonces es la responsabilidad de salir a las urnas y apoyar a esas personas. En mi distrito congresional, la inmensa mayoría de los latinos son mexicanos, 8 de cada 10. Pero ¿por qué es que ustedes creen que una elección tras otra me retornan al Congreso de los Estados Unidos? Me retornan a los Estados Unidos no porque soy puertorriqueño, sino que yo los estoy engañando. Al abrir mi voz se sabe. Lo hacen porque hay un espíritu en nuestra comunidad que dice los más vulnerables, los menos que tienen que ser los primeros en que nosotros avancemos su caso de justicia. So Charlie, I woke up this morning really happy, and I'm even happier to be standing here by your side. I can't tell you what your friendship and your mentorship and your guidance has meant. I can't tell you what your support. I can't tell you, you probably don't know that when you put your arm around me and you give me that warm, very, very, very firm, right, grip around me, and you come and you give me those embraces, what it means to me. It means the world to me. And it keeps me working and motivated, because I, as every elected official, have doubts sometimes, have questions sometimes. Am I doing the right thing? And you've always been very steadfast in letting me know and giving me the encouragement to continue. So I came here to say thank you. If the Latino community, if the immigrant community owes me anything, it's only because I had people like you that stood behind me and encouraged me to move forward. So I came to New York City to say, New York City, you owe this man a lot, the country owes this man a lot, and I came here to say, I want y'all to vote for us.